Alright, what's going on everyone? Fair warning before we get into this, we are going to be talking about spoilers from Kaldheim, so if you prefer to avoid those, we will be looking at cards from that set, but I really just wanted to talk about these borders, so fair warning, spoilers coming right now, click away if you don't want to see them, but these are the new showcase borders, and these are beautiful. I love these, holy crap. These are amazing. They look great. I mean, the reason I wanted to make this video is this is how I envisioned showcase borders when they were first announced. When they were first announced with Eldraine, and they showed us the Eldraine borders, which look like this. I thought these were really cool looking. I mean, they looked really interesting, really fascinating. I really liked them. They were just a cool way to like make a fancy card and, distribute them in packs. They're just really cool. I like them. And I was expecting, like it set a very high expectation. I thought they were all going to be like that. But the ensuing, showcase fancy borders, they were okay. They were decent, but they didn't live up to Eldraine. I mean, Theros was cool, but like, it's just a combination of stuff we've already seen. Like, we've already seen dark backgrounds with white text. It's just the constellation border, right? This constellation border existed already. There's just nothing here that's unique. It's the same stuff. The art style is unique, but that's it. It's just a different art style, but the border is nothing unique. The core set was kind of whatever. It was interesting, but it was just like a texture. Ikoria's art was really cool, but there wasn't anything too unique about the border, really. It was just, really cool comic book art. I do really like the comic book art. Again, I want to say, just to be clear, I really like the alternate art, kind of like experimenting with different art forms. The Ikoria comic book art, very, very cool, but it still didn't live up to like my expectations of what I expected the borders to be. And then after that, we had the Zendikar ones. The Zendikar ones, again, they're fine. They look interesting. I think they look cool. They just were a little bit underwhelming compared to Eldraine. And now finally we have these, and holy crap, this is what I expected. This is so cool looking. The wood grain behind the names and stuff, like behind the creature type and stuff. The border around the art, super cool. Even these corners up here, these like dragon corner things, really cool. What's funny about this actually is the art takes up way less space because of these little corner bits. Like if we look at this beside the regular version, like there's actually way less art. The art's actually smaller, but I don't care if the art's smaller because it looks cool, right? Like it just looks, the card itself looks cool. That's it. It just looks cool. It's a cool looking card, even if there's technically less art. Even if you'd like the regular art better. I'm not talking about the art style or the actual art itself. I'm just talking about the actual physical card just looking better, in my opinion. It looks really interesting. I even love, by the way, like if we look at all of these, the way the border color changes, like with the wolf, we have like the black on one side, the green on the other, and technically that's how all Magic cards are. But the fact that it's also a gold card, so there's gold woven in to make it look like a gold card, right? Like if we compare this with a regular gold card, like, normally you see both colors of the card, like a white and blue or a green and blue card, whatever. You'll see both colors in the frame, and then there's the gold border as well. So we get that, but it like just seeing the gold interwoven into like the black and green borders, it's just so cool. It's such a cool border, and this is like what I expected. This is what I expected when I saw the Throne of Eldraine borders, is that we'd be getting stuff like this, and I just really like it. I like it so much that I'm making an entire video talking about how absolutely amazing this border is. And I can understand why this isn't, typical, because how often, like how can you do this with every set and make it unique? When we were getting masterpieces, one of the issues was, sometimes they were really, really good and sometimes they were really, really bad. Like the Kaladesh ones were very successful. People thought they were beautiful, and they are. If you haven't seen the Kaladesh Inventions, this is what they look like. They look amazing. And then when Amonkhet rolled around, like technically these look very cool. Like in my opinion, these do look like an Egyptian card frame. You can see the Egyptian inspiration, right? Like it makes sense, but the card itself doesn't quite look as beautiful as like a Kaladesh card, just because it's very brown. It's very kind of like boring and uninteresting. You can't read it well. Like there's lots of problems with it. So there's a danger when you're trying to do a border with every single set that there's a chance that you're going to do something that people hate. Whereas, doing really, really cool stuff every once in a while and then taking some time off and just doing like an alternate art type of thing. It makes sense. I kind of get it. Like the Zendikar one, it makes sense for that set because it is a hedron. If you've never noticed, if you look, it's actually a diamond shape. The art is in a diamond shape, a hedron shape. You know, just doing like a simple border texture or whatever for the core set, I kind of get it. I kind of get that they don't go all out every single time. It makes some sense, I guess, but like when they do this is when I get the most excited. This Kaldheim border is so freaking cool. So I just wanted to talk about that really quick. Don't want to go on for like half an hour here, but I just want to say that I greatly appreciate this border. Super cool, and I hope to see similar stuff to this more often. I don't think I will, but I definitely would love to see just more cool stuff like this. So there we go, guys. Just wanted to make that quick video. If you haven't seen these borders, super cool borders. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.